Yo, what's up guys? Jack here, hope you're all doing well, and today I've got a kind of news and updates video for you. I haven't posted a video for around 6 days and there's a good reason for that, and we'll get onto that later on. I've had a lot of people on Twitter and YouTube kind of asking me like, where are you, Jack? Where are you? Yeah, it's kind of a shame because at the start of the year, 2017, I kind of said to myself, I want to do a video a day in January, so every single day put out a new video, and I pretty much nailed that up until about a week ago, my last video, whenever that was. I've not been very well, basically, but we'll get onto that later on in the video. So in terms of gaming news, there's been a few bits and bobs here and there, not much on the Battlefield front, to be honest. They did do a news post saying that there's like a load of stuff coming in 2017, but no specific details there, so I was like, well, is that enough to cover in a video? Nah, probably not, so I just left that. So I'm sure in the next couple of weeks, or definitely in February, we're going to see lots of information and maybe some kind of a teaser trailer for the first DLC, which isn't due out till March, which seems like an absolute mile away now, doesn't it? But there we go. So still playing a bit of BF1, still playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, and a question that I always get asked by you guys is what are you looking forward to? What games are you looking forward to that are coming up? So at the moment, I would probably say Resident Evil 7. I think the demo for that is very good. If you haven't played it already, I definitely recommend checking that out. It's kind of like a first-person Resident Evil, and I think it's going to be very good. For Honor, obviously, played a bit of that in the alpha and beta, done a couple of videos on it. Sniper Elite 4, that's looking good as well. Horizon, Zero Dawn, Ghost Recon Wildlands, Mass Effect Andromeda, of course, and Zelda Breath of the Wild, which kind of brings me on to the Nintendo news that we've seen a lot recently. So we've had the Nintendo Switch conference in the last couple of days. I'm sure most of you tuned in and have checked out all the trailers. I did do a video on the Nintendo Switch when it was announced a couple of months ago, and now we've got more detailed information about it. I still stand by what I said in that video. I think it's another bit of a gimmicky console for Nintendo, and it's got like 5 games at launch. The only one that I'm interested in, of course, is Zelda, which, by the way, looks absolutely incredible. If you saw the trailer they released for that yesterday or the day before, you'll just be blown away. Like, it's got this very kind of open world style, which Zelda hasn't really ever done before. So I'm really looking forward to that. The rest of them I couldn't care less about, and the only game on the list, or the upcoming titles that I care remotely about, is the new Mario game, which is kind of like Mario, I think it's called Mario Odyssey, and he's in the real world, which is cool. And apparently a lot of people were surprised that he's like half the size of a normal human, and I always thought that's how tall he is, right? He's Mario. He's like a tiny little plumber dude. But that looks really cool, and I'm kind of glad that they've gone back to the open world 3D style, and it reminds me a lot of Super Mario 64, which is one of my favorite ever games on the Nintendo 64. I think it was one of the first ever games as a kid that I like 100%ed, and I got all the stars because I enjoyed it so much. So for me, my Nintendo Switch experience at the moment is going to be pre-order, get Zelda, play the hell out of that, complete that, and then wait until holiday, end of 2017, when the new Mario game comes out, because I just could not care less about the other games. I mean, like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's just Mario Kart 8 with new tracks and characters, as far as I can tell, so I'm not excited by that at all. Skyrim, and that's not coming out till autumn. Who's going to be playing Skyrim in autumn 2017? I just don't understand it. And I don't mean to bash on Nintendo, and maybe this is kind of like my gaming preferences and my circle of friends, but I think the whole idea of like undocking it and going to your friend's house to play, I don't think anyone's going to do that. Honestly, I think the only time you're going to see that is at the events that they host, when you've got like 8 people around a table playing Mario Kart. I just think it's quite impractical, and not many people are going to do it, and who's going to constantly want to be undocking this £300 piece of hardware and potentially losing controllers or having it nicked? I don't know, the whole idea for me, it just doesn't work, and I think if people are on the go, then they're playing games on their mobile phone, and you've got stuff like Twitter and YouTube to kind of distract you on your journeys as well. And for me personally, if there's a new Zelda game or a new Mario game or like a new Metroid, I want to be playing it in front of a massive TV on my sofa. I don't want to be on a train or on a park bench playing it in 720p on a small screen that's going to last me 3 hours. Like, that's not the Nintendo exclusive experience that I personally want to have, and I don't think many others would want to have it either. That's just my 2 cents. I'm certainly not going to use it for that. I'm just going to play Zelda, Mario, and if they bring out any exclusive titles that Nintendo are really good at, then I'll definitely be on board with those. But you tell me, I mean, do any of you guys actually game together anymore? I know Nintendo is kind of about like sociable gaming, but I don't know anyone out of my friend circle that actually like takes their PC to their mate's house or takes their Xbox to their mate's house and they have like a LAN together and stuff. I just don't think people really do that anymore, and it's more about like being online and just using Skype or Discord or TeamSpeak to chat to your mates and hang about. But yeah, like I said, maybe that's just my kind of circle of friends. So then on to what I mentioned earlier. I'm not very well at the moment, and I haven't been very well for maybe like 5 or 6 months now. I've been really kind of on and off, and the doctors are still trying to figure out exactly what's wrong with me. Basically, like, I've been feeling very nauseous all of the time, dizzy even when I wake up. I've been having lots of headaches, been having lots of tummy problems, and I've had all sorts of blood tests. I've had a upper endoscopy, which is where they stick a camera down your throat and check your stomach. That was really interesting though, because I actually chose to do that without sedation, and as a result I got to see the inside of my stomach and the upper part of my duodenum, which it's part of me that I've never seen before. So there we go, that was an interesting experience. Kind of looked like Mars, I guess. That's the only way I could describe it. But that came back all clear. All my blood tests are coming back clear. I've had chest x-rays as well, a couple of chest x-rays, and they're all clear. ECGs, I've had an ultrasound of my heart. I've had a 24-hour ECG, an exercise ECG, where they actually monitor your heart when you're running to see if any of these effects are measurable when you're putting your body under exertion and your heart is pumping faster than it normally does at rest. So I've had all these different things done, and I've been prescribed various medications that I've taken, and the problems haven't gone away. Basically, I'm still feeling very nauseous and still getting a lot of headaches, and in the last 2 weeks it's actually been quite bad, and I haven't really wanted to play games much or sit in front of my screen, like sitting there for hours editing and creating videos, because I just haven't been in the mood. I've just been in bed a lot and feeling sick, and it hasn't been very nice, to be honest. The last couple of weeks have been pretty bad, and it's all like building up on me and making me very anxious. So the most recent test I've had done was earlier this week. I actually went for an MRI brain scan, where they lie you down, you get your clothes off, you get in a gown, they put you on this table, slide you into a machine, and it's very loud and very scary and claustrophobic, and it kind of takes pictures of your brain, and it shows like what the inside of your brain looks like, because the doctors are like, well, we've tested everything else, there's nothing wrong with your heart, your lungs, your blood, so is there something wrong with your brain? So I've been for that literally a couple days ago, and I've not had the results of that yet, so I still don't know what's wrong with me or how to fix it, and I'm just kind of sick of it at the moment. And I think talking about it like this to you guys helps me a little bit, and it helps me kind of get over the anxiety of it. I'm not necessarily worried all the time, I'm just sick of feeling sick, if you know what I mean. Like, I want them to find what the problem is, and then we can kind of take the next steps and attempt to fix it, because the last 2 weeks have just been really, really shit for me, to be honest. And I've been feeling very down, very sick, headaches all the time, nauseous all the time, and I just want to feel like me again, I suppose. And yeah, that's the reason why I haven't posted a video for a week, because I just didn't have the energy to do it, to be honest. But hopefully that comes back and they've got some good news and we can move on from there, and I can kind of get better, because I'm just at the point now where I'm just sick of it, basically, and I want to get better. And I've had to cancel a lot of events and not go to certain events and meetings and things because of how I'm feeling. And that's not good. So fingers crossed they find whatever it is that's making me feel like this and I get better soon. So as a result of all of this, there might not be videos as regular as I'd like them to be. As I said at the start of the video, I did want to do like a video a day for January, but that's kind of gone out completely out the window now. But if I feel better for February, maybe we can do it in February instead. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that's kind of what's going on with me at the moment, and my content will be, there will be less content up on YouTube because of that. Like, it is, my YouTube channel is going to suffer because of what's going on with my personal health. And I don't mean to put a downer on things, because it does sound quite depressing, doesn't it? But, you know, I'm a very positive, optimistic person, and I'm really looking forward to getting fit and healthy again. Some good news though, which is actually bizarre, even though I haven't posted a video in a week, I've actually picked up a load of new subscribers this month, and the views on the channel have been really good. I mean, it feels like only a week ago that I was saying, you know, thanks for 2 million subscribers, but we're already nearly at 2.1 million. So hopefully I'm doing something right and you guys are enjoying the videos that I'm putting out, because when I'm feeling good, I do really enjoy playing the games and commentating and then turning that into a video and creating something. I love being creative, and really that's what drives me ultimately to make these videos, so I can entertain you guys or make you smile or teach you something new about a video game or history, whatever it is. So there we have it, guys. That's today's little news and updates video. As always, I want to say a massive thank you for watching and sticking around and watching my content. I do love you guys so much. I very much appreciate it. You're always coming back to me on a daily basis. In terms of content coming up, I do have a couple of bigger videos planned for this month if I can finish the editing on them. And also we've got the usual Rainbow Six and BF1 shenanigans to post up here. With that said, I'm going to sign off for today, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.